Hi there, and welcome to my book critique set 5. So, the first book that I chose, We Are the Gardener. This is a brand new book that I had found recently while just looking up some children's books, and I decided to buy it. And I'm actually using this book for the Virtue Project that we have at the end of the semester. This is a great book for teaching students about having courage to keep going. I say this because this story is about a sweet family who starts to become gardeners, and they start out with one small plant. It does not go as they planned with the first plant, but they try again, and they keep trying. And the parents in the story teach their kids about having patience and hard work and endurance throughout the midst of this. They overcome different challenges while creating the garden together, which teaches the children hard work and patience. Why I chose this book is because it has such important values and lessons for children and how to work together through the hard times. It is so important to teach your students that. The second, or my lesson that I had decided to go with, is a second grade science lesson. The objective is students will learn the steps of how plants grow and the changes they go through. Students will learn the stages of the growth of plants. Students will receive their own package of seeds to plant to be able to do it themselves, and students will create a tracking log of how long it takes for the plant to start growing. In the log will also be the steps to planting. This is a great way for students to be able to plant and learn how the beginning steps of it all processes. And I think it would be a great idea to have them themselves so that they can see it right in front of them. And the technology resource I decided to choose this particular science lesson is a tracking sheet for my students. So here's a good picture. And if you click this, it's going to lead it right to it. So the teacher can just go right on here, and it's a great way to describe how the plant tracking sheet would. So I would have my students pick whichever plant packet they would want to. So if they did strawberries, for example, then they could draw out what each day looked like when they started it, the day and the height of it, and it would just be a great way for them to track along each day and see how much their plant is growing. The second lesson that I chose is a third grade art lesson. The objective is students will create art pieces in different ways of what they have learned so far about plants. Students will demonstrate to the class what they have learned about plants by painting their own creation of it. This is a great way to get the students to do some hands-on work and see what creations they can create themselves. Students will write 3 sentences describing their art picture, and students will create a mold of their plant or flower out of clay. The second story that I chose is The Grand Canyon. And I love how this book is a historical story that teaches students the geography of this amazing and beautiful national park. Um, it's about a young boy in this story who discovers adventures and how many amazing features there are of this national park. A main reason why I really enjoyed reading this book is because I was born and raised in Arizona, and my family still lives here. And I have not been to the Grand Canyon as many years as I have lived here, so I'd love to make it up there one day. But I love the story because it's a great piece of history and what a national park with can offer. And I think that this could just be incorporated into so many different things. With taking it, having the students take it and bring it into their family, into their home, and then they could be talking to their parents about it. Can we go visit the Grand Canyon? I learned about it today in school, and I know so many different things about it from reading, like all about the history of it and the facts about it in the story. And I think that would be a great way to have them expand their reading comprehension as well. So that is my book critique, and thanks so much for watching.